presentation of the National Football League.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys will try to put together another dominant performance after a blowout win their last time out. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys not quite as hot to start the year. 0-2 heading into this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Gets around him. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Nolan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay? In case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 6. That's another Cowboys.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 132 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3rd down and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to hopefully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Nolan Smith. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
The Eagles at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39-yard.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Eagles. First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And an Eagles first down. First and goal at the
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
A big loss on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Hurts. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Pickens going in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Smith catches left side.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jahad Campbell
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Right back to Tolbert. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A 61-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. 2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Eagles first down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen.
Our trip across the NFL starts now in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Falcons. And this is Darnell Mooney. He's going to find a seam in the middle of the field and haul it in. 47 yards for the touchdown. The Falcons are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is Kyler Murray finding his main man, Marvin Harrison Jr. That's a perfect throw down the field, 33 yards for the score. The Cardinals move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cam Ward. He'll throw for the back pylon and find his man for the score. The Titans get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through two quarters, a one-point game at the half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
3rd and 12. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked all the way well.
Zach Ball coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A pickup of 2.
Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
11 more yards. That's another Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
We'll probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
2nd and 6.
Prescott on play action. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
They try the left side here with Williams. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
This one swung out to Williams.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 5.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
And picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys
To throw is Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Prescott yet again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking to throw, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They begin with a run by Barkley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been a workhorse turnovers for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 3.
Hurts.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Tackled there by big Jordan Davis. 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
The Eagles' 13-yard line.
Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It's a gain of 20. And the Eagles first down. It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goedert, 34 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On the sneak, it's Prescott. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 11. A minute 11 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
A gain of 12 yards. And then Eagles.
Yeah, with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And it is caught.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good. For Eagles, 1st down. A gain of 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st
And
down.
under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. They'll look to throw again.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cowboys, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.